When we're talking about product as an amenity, what we're not talking about is giving the product away. What we're talking about is how do I have products that my buyers can purchase that they have to buy anyway? They have to buy from somewhere else. How can I figure out what products are difficult for them to source? Maybe they're not getting good pricing on it. Maybe they don't like the place that they're buying it from, but it's the only place they can find it. Or perhaps the way in which they have to purchase certain products is difficult. And maybe there's a way that we could source that product and make it easier for them. They're already buying coffee from you. Can we make it easier for them to source products that they need? And can we become a service to them in a different way than just selling coffee and here's a couple of extra products? So how do we determine this? How do we find products that our buyers need without talking to them? Well, you could guess, but you should talk to them. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about amenity. It's sort of, if you think of when you go to a hotel and you get all settled in and you realize, I'm kind of hungry. And it's a little after dinner, but you still need a little snack. Maybe you need a drink. You go downstairs into the lobby and there's drinks typically, there's food, maybe there's some medicines. They have products that you can still purchase. They don't give it away necessarily. They're still charged for it, but it's an amenity to the people that are staying in this hotel so they don't have to get back in their car and drive down the street and find a grocery store and go purchase that product and then come all the way back and park the car and get back in the elevator, go back upstairs. And what they're doing is they're saying, we'll take care of it. We'll find it. We'll make it easy for you to get a snack, get a drink, and be able to rest while you're here. So when we think of this in the terms of our wholesale accounts, that's what we're trying to do when we're building out products as an amenity. It's not just, okay, I can mark up here, but what are the products that my buyers really need that maybe it's difficult to find this product? Maybe they don't get good pricing on the product. Maybe it's difficult to purchase this product through this provider that they're buying it from. And so how do we find this information out? Well, one way is we can pick up the phone and call them and say, hey, we're wanting to be of service to you and we're wanting to find out how we can better partner with you and serve you as our wholesale account. Would you be willing to put 30 minutes on our calendar so we can talk through how we can better serve you? Another way is to ask to stage. If you're not familiar, a stage is a sort of restaurant term where it's essentially an unpaid internship. Oftentimes, folks that want to learn a new skill in the kitchen might ask to stage in a restaurant that is known for a particular style of cooking, or maybe they have a particular dish that they're known for. And someone who's learning might ask to stage at this restaurant to learn how to make this dish or to learn this method of preparing a particular kind of food. And at that point, they're getting education simply by being present. Typically, they're given work that is not glamorous, but that's okay because they're there to just learn and they're willing to sacrifice whatever seniority they have at their current role to learn. And that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about staging at a cafe or one of your accounts to go in and say, listen, you're not going to have to pay us anything. We just want to learn how you do things so that we can better serve you. We just want to spend a couple hours with you or maybe 1 or 2 shifts over the next couple of months with you so that we can understand what are the challenges that you face and how do we better serve you. Not everyone's going to want you to do that. But some accounts will, and they will actually be thankful for it. And they'll say, yes, please come in and help us. Be a partner to us. Help us learn. Help us consider new ways of thinking, new ways of sourcing products. And maybe you can find other opportunities to serve them that are unrelated to product just by seeing how they function behind the scenes. You may be able to provide some context and some recommendations around how to lay out their bar or how to better schedule or perhaps how to upsell. So in the stage process, there's other things that you can add value to your accounts beyond just, we want to learn how to serve you. We're going to spend some time with you. And then we're going to figure out how we can better support you as it relates to products. And we're going to try and source products as an amenity to you that maybe are tough to source, more expensive than they should be, or are just frustrating that you have to buy this one product from this one vendor and that's the only thing you buy from them and it's very difficult to purchase it, or they get crushed on shipping or whatever it is. This is what we want to do. We want to learn, how can we as a roaster be a better partner to you as our account? And that's really what we're trying to do through both of these, whether you have a conversation with them or whether you stash. So that is product as an amenity, and the approach that I would recommend to take if you're trying to figure out how do we serve our accounts better. So next time, we're going to talk about core 3, cash, and specifically the fallacy of scale. And will scale save you? As always, be well.